Your higher self is waiting for you to shine through, but you are blocking it. But I got good news for you. It's not going to require anything crazy. All you have to do is let go. Let go and open yourself up. Your gifts, your personality, your authenticity, just let it all out. Open it all up for the world to see, because I know you keep bottling it up. But why not let the world experience you at your fullest? And I get it. It's pretty scary to just let go. I struggle with it all the time. What if I get rejected? What if other people don't like the real me? What if I get judged? What if they laugh at me? And all these BS stories that your mind makes up are not true. Why do we gotta listen to those stories? Those stories are just trying to keep us safe. They're trying to keep us in a box. It's time to break the subconscious walls that you've built up in here. It's time to shatter the limits that you put on yourself. Our higher self is the version of us without those limits. I mean, it's the whole reason that I started this channel in the first place. I spent a period of time working through all of these mental blockages that were holding me back. The higher self is the version of us without those limits. Because for real, honestly, anything is actually possible. It seriously is. We are truly limitless, and I think one of our duties here on earth is to actually start to tap into that. But we're constantly getting in our own way. I think underlying absolutely everything, I think the secret to life is actually, how can we unlock the flow state more? How can we train ourselves to be fully relaxed no matter who we're around, no matter what environment we're in, no matter how much pressure or stress we're under, which all that is really just a creation of our mind too. It's another story that we tell ourselves. We create our own pressure. We create our own stress. I know it's kind of hard to believe if this is your first time hearing this, but I really do think it's true. So how can we train ourselves to just let go? How can we just step aside and allow a higher intelligence to guide our life? You know, that could be God, that could be spirit, destiny, could be your higher self, whatever. However you want to describe it, there is some kind of force there that's waiting for us to just surrender to it. Haven't you had experiences where things just work out for you? Where miracles just happen, where coincidences just happen, and things just work out without you even having to try. I mean, for the last multiple years, I've felt like something is trying to communicate with me. It's trying to teach me these lessons. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of unseen force that is guiding me. And I've actually discovered it's so hard to surrender. I think we really gotta have a large amount of trust in that higher power to guide our life if we're gonna do it. And that's the key, trust. When we surrender, we trust that things will work out. But we resist where we're at in life and we try to control every little outcome because we think we know what's best for us. We don't always have the foresight to know that this challenge, this struggle that was put in our lives was actually there to help us evolve. So we can't really judge everything that happens to us because we don't know if it's going to help us or not. We don't know if that situation we're put in randomly, if that person we come across, if they're going to help us out, if they're going to teach us a lesson. And things do randomly work out like that. I'm not even a believer in randomness anymore. I don't believe in it. I believe what we put out is what we get back. When I get super attached to how something is going to work out, when I get so caught up in this idea of, okay, this has to go this way. And then when it doesn't meet that standard that I had originally created in my head, then I get upset, then I get depressed, then I feel unfulfilled. But maybe that wrong turn that you made, maybe that red light, maybe that traffic actually shielded you from something worse. I'm telling you, there is a force out there that's trying to keep us safe, that's looking out for us. How do we even know what is going to lead to our highest good? Yet we keep trying to control everything. We keep trying to force things. We don't trust that if we let go, things will work out without us even having to do too much. And I've noticed for some reason that my life gets distorted in a way when I try to over control things. The timing of things just feels off. Things won't just be happening for me. I'll have to exert all this energy and not get anything in return. I keep having to remind myself to continue to just let go, continue to just surrender, let go of trying to change everything, let go of control. Even if I'm struggling, Sometimes I don't just go out and do things. Sometimes I'll just surrender that too. I'll surrender trying to force myself back to being happy. I'll observe myself, I'll try to pinpoint why I feel off, but I just surrender the idea of having to feel 100% all the time. In meditation, we make this huge switch. We go from reacting to every single thought that we have and feeding into them to just observing them, just watching them from a higher perspective. And when you stop entertaining and fueling every single thought that you have and believing every single thought that you have, there starts to be a measurable change in your brain activity or your brain waves. And so many of our brains are hyperactive or overstimulated. As we stop fueling our mental chatter, it decreases and our brain literally slows down. And we can practice pulling our focus back from the past, back from the future, and just centering it fully in the now, in the present moment. When we are simply just existing and we're in the flow state and it's like time speeds up. And I kind of think, honestly, it's like a portal. I think it's actually a portal. Just because of how time is manipulated when we are fully in the flow state. And in this portal, when we're fully centered in the present moment, that's when we can connect with our higher self. That's when we can be our most authentic self. And those mental limitations that we have put on ourselves cannot exist. And over time, we start to release everything that's blocking us. We go from being heavy, we go from being weighed down by all these blockages to just releasing them because we know we don't have to believe in them. We know that we just created them ourselves to keep us safe. But we're tired of playing it safe. We're tired of living at a fraction of what we know we could be. And so I hope you found value from this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my other videos. Peace.